So Andre Onana, he played 50 games. He conceded 64 goals. That is 1.28 goals per game. He only had 12 clean sheets. The shots against him was 189 and he saved 124 of those shots. That gave him a shot percentage save of 69. So that's the stats out of the way. My personal opinion, this guy is not good enough. He's not an upgrade on De Gea. Now I realised De Gea was on a lot of money. His contract was running out. We could have just offered him a new contract on lesser terms that were more in tune with what the club wanted. He didn't have to spend 50 million on a goalkeeper who is not even an upgrade. He does not control his area. He does not come for crosses. His distribution is rubbish. That was the one thing he was supposed to be good at. With his feet, he was supposed to be really good. He kind of stands on the ball. He dilly-dallies. His actual footwork, I'm not a goalkeeping coach obviously, but his footwork seems pedestrian. Like if a shot goes to the corner, he's not getting to it. It takes him ages to move his feet. So if a shot's close to him, he's okay. He'll save the ball. I mean, he's a bloody goalkeeper. He should save a bloody ball. So final thoughts. He gave him a start. He is not an upgrade. He's not good enough. But I think the squad needs to spend money in more vital places. So I think he'll stay for another year or two. But yeah, 3 out of 10.
Now for Diogo Dalot.
Yeah,
his
this boy, he's got it all.
53, had 49 starts, 3 goals, 5 assists. Tackles 1 was 58, blocked shot 10, interceptions 52, and errors leading to shots at goal was 3. His aerial duels won and lost. He won 58, he lost 31. That gave him a 65% win rate. Now, I think Dalot is one of these guys who maybe splits opinion a wee bit, but personally, I think the guy's amazing. He shows the correct attitude every single game. He goes out, he runs, tries, he's always available. Like he never seems to be injured. He's always there, always playing. And I feel a wee bit for him because even though it wasn't his best season, large chunk of that season he was playing on the left wing back position. I'm not even sure wing back is his best position. He's a full back. He's definitely not a left-sided player. He should be on the right-hand side doing what he does, and hopefully he has a better season this time. Hopefully he'll be on the right hand side. But his numbers say that manager likes him. He plays a lot. He's always available. And that heart is on his sleeve. You can see it every single time. He makes a tackle or has an assist, scores a goal. See it is running right through him. He absolutely fucking loves playing for Manchester United. That is what you want from your players. Okay, and time for a rating. Like I said, I think he's a great player. I just think he had a mediocre season. A lot of that due to the fact he was on the left hand side. Although he did have one belter of a game against Liverpool where he just tore Alexander Arnold to bits. I mean, no wonder he ran away to Madrid. Anyway, for this season, I'm going to give him a 4.5. Hopefully next season he'll do better with a proper partner on the right hand side. Now for big Harry Maguire. So he had 40 appearances, 30 starts, scored 4 goals, had 1 assist, 20 tackles, 1, 20 blocked shots, 52 interceptions. Errors leading to goals was 3. But his aerial duels, he won 91. Lost 31, so that's a 75% success rate. So I never thought I'd be saying this about Harry Maguire. After his, start to Manchester United and basically his whole Manchester United career, he has been abysmal, let's be fair. Let's equally be fair. This season, Harry has stepped up. Remember, he had a £30 million bid accepted from West Ham last year and it fell through. He stayed at the club. He worked hard. He had his captaincy took off him as well. There's so many memes about this guy, so many TikTok videos. This guy has came through this season and probably one of our best defensive players. And who can forget the last minute winner against Lyon? That in itself, wow. That's what football's about. That is what Manchester United is about. So Harry Maguire is exactly what he's always been. He's a big, giant unit. He can barely run, can barely turn. He will win his aerial duels. He is a good defender in the right team, and he's been one of our best performers. So I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 10. So Lisandro Martinez, appearances 32, starts 31, goals 2, assists 2, tackles 1, 33, blocked shots 9, interceptions 49, errors leading to shots 2, aerial duels 1, 28, lost 18. That's a 61% success rate with his aerial duels. So now Lisandro Martinez, I've got to admit, this guy, he gets me wet. He floats my fucking boat. You're going to learn through this season review. I love guys who out on that pitch, work their socks off, leave everything on that pitch. This guy is a fucking warrior. Not only that, not only is he a great defender, he can take the ball from defence into midfield, he can spray passes, and he's left-sided. So as much as I love this guy, great defender, you cannot ignore his injury record. It's been terrible. We need to get him back. We need to get him fit. We need to get him on the field. We need to get him leading the defence. So he has the ability. He has the mentality. But not quite got the reliability. Not yet. So for that fact alone, this season, I'm just going to give him a 5. Good when he plays, but he doesn't play enough.
Now we move on to Mazraoui. Appearances 57, starts 52, goals none, assists 2, tackles 1, 102. That's the best in the entire squad, by the way. Blocks 15, interceptions 52, errors leading to a shot 1. Aerial duels 1, 72, lost 42. That's a 63% success rate with his aerial duels. So on Mazraoui, I have to admit, I'd never heard of him before. I know he came from Bayern, massive club, but Mazraoui, I had no idea who he was. I'd never seen him playing. I wasn't expecting much. But this guy came in and he is quality. He makes almost zero mistakes. He's so sure on the ball. He's full of confidence. His passing, his defending, everything about the guy just oozes confidence when he's on the ball. So a little bit like Dalot, Mazraoui's favoured position is probably right back. And in this system, there is no right back. So he's been utilised right fullback, left fullback, centre back. Ten Hag even played him at number 10. I don't know what that was about, but he done it. So this guy doesn't just show how good he is on the ball, shows how good he is as a team player, his dependability, his versatility, his quality. The guy's going to be good, really, really, really good. Having said all that, in attack doesn't seem to do much. There's not a lot of chances created, there's not a lot of assists, definitely no goals. So maybe that's where he needs to try and get a little bit better. But for a debut season, this was pretty damn good, and for 15 million, that's a bargain. So probably one of the best players in the team. I'm giving him a 6.5 for the season. So Leny Yoro, appearances 33, starts 22, goals 1, assists 1, tackles 1, 22, blocks 9, interceptions 29, errors 0, aerial duels 1, 24, lost 22. So that's a 52% success rate on his aerial duels. So when it comes to Leny Yoro, I'd never heard of him. A lot like Mazraoui, never heard of them, either of them. But this guy, everybody wanted this guy. I believe he was 18 at the time. Real Madrid wanted him, and he was labelled the next of Varane. So it was an amazing buzz when Manchester United managed to get his signing. Unfortunately, he was injured for the start of the season. He picked up an injury in pre-season, so he missed the first month or two. But when he did get into the team, you could still see he was a teenager. You could see he was young. You could see he was raw. He still needs to fill out a little bit, but when he started playing, wow, this kid showed exactly how far he's going to go. Real Madrid wanted him for a reason. Man United got him, and Man United got a star of the future. This guy, he's good on the ball, he's fast. He still needs to fill out. When he fills out, he'll be a bit stronger, but this kid has it all, and he's going to the very top. So it was a fantastic first season for young Yoro. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be a star. He's going to be a main team player for Manchester United and for France. So it's going to be exciting to see how far he can go. For this season, for Man United, I'm going to give him a 6. Okay, Matthijs de Ligt. He had 42 appearances, 36 starts, 2 goals, 0 assists, 31 tackles, 1, 25 blocks, 38 interceptions, and 1 error that led to a shot at goal. His aerial duels 1 was 79, and he lost 40, gave him a 66% success rate for aerial duels. So another defender we bought from Bayern is de Ligt, and I was happy that we got de Ligt. This is a guy that comes with pedigree. You know, he played in that brilliant Ajax team. He went to Juventus, done okay there. Went to Bayern, done okay there. But apparently he had a bad injury record. At Old Trafford, he's been fine. He played 42 games last year, his first season. That's pretty damn good. So for his first season, I thought he was pretty solid. He's not flashy. He doesn't make a lot of noise. He just gets on with the job. He's a good team player. He works hard, solid at the back. He's not very fast, but he's not Maguire slow. He's good in the air. He's good with the ball at his feet. He's just an all-round good football player. So for a pretty solid, pretty consistent season, I'm going to give him a 6.5. And that was for his first season. Remember Vidic, when he came in, his first half of the season wasn't great. So I expect big things next season from the boy. So now time for Partick Dorgu. He played 20 games, started 18. Goals and assists, both 0. Tackles 1, 37. 1 block, 10 interceptions, and 2 errors that resulted in a chance at goal. His aerial duels 1 was 27, he lost 13, gives him a 67% aerial duel win rate. So Partick Dorgu was a mid-season signing from Lecce, and he was much needed for that left-sided wing-back role. Can't rely on Luke Shaw, and maybe the management think Harry Amass is still too young. So we splashed around 20 million, I believe it was, to get this boy in. And I think he's a specimen. He's fast, he's strong, he's raw, don't get me wrong. His technical ability is not great, but he will run up and down the line all day, and that's exactly what he did for the 20 appearances. He was quite good for his first season, and I'm looking forward to see what it can bring next year. So I'm going to rate Dorgu a 5.5. It was his first season, he done okay, didn't do anything amazing, but he worked hard and he showed his strengths, and I think he'll get stronger. So 5.5. Okay, now Bruno Fernandes, and whose numbers has bloody ridiculous, by the way. So 57 appearances, 55 starts, 19 goals, 18 assists, 178 tackles, 36 interceptions, 135 key passes. That is phenomenal. So what else can be said about this guy? He is quite simply the only top player we have right now in this team. There's potential, there's Yoro potential, there's Mainoo potential, there's plenty of potential in the team. But world-class players right now, we have one, and Bruno is it. His numbers this season have been outstanding considering he's been in a team. Finished 15th in the league and played absolute garbage. He's the only shining light in this entire team. Yeah, he throws his arms around. Yeah, he might not be traditional captain material, but you can't argue with his numbers. Now, a certain club, Al Hilal, is that it? 100 million apparently they come in for. And he decided he wanted to stay, to fight for the club. And I fucking love that. Absolutely love it. So he's here. He's here to stay. Probably going to finish his career, or at least his high-end career. He might go back to Portugal one day or something like that. But he's here for the next few years at least. And hopefully we can win a few trophies for him, because he's definitely done what he has to do. Now, this man's stats and his general play this season have been amazing. I was going to give him a 9, but of course, as we all know, he did not turn up for the Europa League final. The one time we needed him most, and he decided he was just going to take a night off. He was probably the worst game he's ever played in a Man United top, from what I can remember anyway. So this season, I'm going to give him an 8. But if he continues on this path with some better players around him, it could be a good sign. So Manuel Ugarte, he had 45 appearances, 36 starts, he had 2 goals, 6 assists, he won 67 tackles, 56 interceptions, key passes 15. So when this man came in from PSG, I was pretty excited because I'd heard a little bit about him, I looked into him, and his defensive numbers were quite simply incredible. He wasn't always playing, but when he did play, he'd done a job. And we all know what that job is. And we expect him to do that same job in the Premier League. Now, the Premier League is a little bit more physical than France, although the France League is quite similar. But the Premier League takes a bit of time getting used to, especially if you're the one doing the hard work, doing the miles, doing the dirty work. And I think he's done okay. He's done okay in his first season. And I'm expecting better things from him next year, especially if we can get a partner for him. Because Bruno's not a partner for him. I don't think Mainoo is a partner for him. So we need another number 6. So yeah, next season I'm expecting more from Ugarte. He's playing under a manager who had him at Sporting. He gave him his starts. He trusted him, and I believe he still trusts him now. The problem with Ugarte is he needs another 6 to play alongside him. Because like I said, Bruno's not it. Mainoo's probably not going to be it. So we need someone else. We need to bring someone in or promote someone from the youth team. But for this season, he done okay. I'm going to give him a 6. Now for the legend Casemero. He played 42 games, 31 starts, 5 goals, 2 assists, 182 tackles, 30 interceptions and 36 key passes. Okay, no beating around the bush. Casemero is way past his best. He was a 5-time European Champions League winner with Real Madrid, and he was one of the best in the world. He came to Manchester United for 70 million. Money not well spent. I think everyone agrees with that. But he's been half decent. He's not been terrible. I think there was a period there 18 months ago where he was pretty garbage. Everything seemed to go wrong for him. But this season, again in the Premier League, not great, inconsistent, but he did have a few bangers in the Europa League, and I think that's where most of his good appearances came. That's where the stats come from. He can't do it in the Premier League. He doesn't have the physical energy, the strength. You know, he just can't do it. That high tempo is just not with him anymore. So Premier League, not great. Europa League, pretty good sometimes. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. He gave him his starts. He needs to leave. He's not good enough for Premier League anymore, and that's where we need him, because no Europe next year. No point having him. Now on to young Kobbie Mainoo. He had 37 appearances, 23 starts, 2 goals, 1 assist. 35 tackles, 20 interceptions and 20 key passes. So this season wasn't as good as Kobbie's breakthrough season. He was a little bit hampered with injury, and that of course causes your form to dip up and down. He a new system to try and get used to, a new manager. So it's been a bit of a stop-start season for him. Still showed signs of quality. And of course, that Lyon game where he scored that goal to goal level, oh, it was so good. We all loved it. We all absolutely bloody loved it. But yeah, the season was a hit and miss. Hopefully better things next year. But the problem with Kobbie, where's he going to play? Because is he a 10? Probably not. Is he a 6? Definitely not. There's no 8s in Amarim's system. So where's Kobbie going to play? Is he going to have to adapt? Is he going to have to pick up new skills? Is he going to have to, I don't know, work harder? When he's got the ball at his feet, he's so fast upstairs. He's so fast. He's so intelligent. Very rarely gives it away. So I'm looking forward to seeing him next year. See what he can do. So for Kobbie, I'm a little bit disappointed with him this season, but injuries caused probably a lot of that. I'm going to give him a 5. It was a bit hit and miss, and I'm hoping for better things to get back to that form of his debut season. Okay, Mason Mount, 27 appearances, only 11 starts, 3 goals, 0 assists, 10 tackles, 8 interceptions, 9 key passes. So as you could probably tell by the tone of my voice in that, stats intro, I'm not a fan. I mean, I am a fan. I want him to do good, but I just don't think he will. I don't think he'll come good. On his day when he's fit, what a player. He proved at Chelsea, I believe he was their player of the year. Was it once or twice? The boy's an amazing footballer. You just can't get him fit. But at least he's not like Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw breaks a nail and he's out for 6 months. You can see it. When Mount gets injured, he's distraught. He's ready to break down into tears. So with Mount, I'm ready to give him more time because I want it to come good for him. I'm just not sure it will. When he's on his day, if we can get him fit, if we can have him for a full season, wow. But it looks like we're not going to get our money's worth. Chelsea got a deal and a half, so they did 55 million for someone who just keeps our medics, physios working. Not great. So even though 27 appearances sounds a lot, there was just 11 starts. There was only 3 goals. There was 0 assists. He's not really doing anything. Most of those appearances are probably just 10, 15 minutes here or there. So I'm going to have to rate him quite low. So it's going to be a 3. He tries to get fit. He tries to play for the club, tries to play for the badge, tries to play for us fans. But it's just not working for him. And I hope it does. I hope it changes. I hope it proves us all wrong. Okay, Alejandro Garnacho, who I wasn't going to do because I'm not going to do Rashford or Sancho or Antony or, because they can get to fuck, every one of them, especially this little dick. But I'm going to do him because he played so many games. So appearances 58, starts 36, goals 11, 10 assists, 27 tackles won, 21 interceptions and key passes 59. So Garnacho's season as a player was actually pretty good, I think. First couple of weeks he came out with blocks, he was flying, goals, assists. Then of course Ten Hag leaves, Amarin comes in, no more wingers. So where's he going to play? Turned out we tried him in the 10 and he was okay. He wasn't brilliant, in and out of the team quite a bit. And of course what happened on the Europa League final happened. The boy only got about 20 minutes and he was not happy about it. He mouthed off in an interview post-match. He gave him a star and has told him to get to fuck, which he's quite rightly told him to get to fuck. You don't ever air your dirty laundry in public. Simple as that. Any manager would have done the same thing. Fergie would have done the same thing. On your bike, son. Get out of here. And so he's going. And so that's the end of this. For this player, for Garnacho, just on his performances alone, I'm going to give him a 6 for the season. He was quite good. One of the better performances. But yeah. He's on his bike, if we can get a buyer for him. Amad Diallo had 43 appearances, 28 starts, 11 goals, 8 assists, 41 tackles won, 13 interceptions, 61 key passes. So young Amad, 22 years old now. We bought him when he was 17, I believe. Why did Ten Hag not use this kid? I mean, I know he went out on loan to Rangers. Me being Scottish, I know about Rangers. All my friends were saying, he was rubbish. He was never any good, blah, blah, blah. He went to Sunderland. He ran amok, done brilliant. And then Ten Hag takes him back and doesn't use him for a full season. He gets kicked out. A new manager comes in and starts playing him regularly. And what happens? The boy shines. He's an absolute superstar in the making. He is going to be our top player if he stays with us for the next 10 years. He could be the next, Zirkzee. He's so good on the ball. His decision making is elite. I mean, elite. See, if you could put his decision making in someone like Garnacho, you would have a world class player. So yeah, this boy, he's got it all. He's got goals, he's got assists, and he just breaks lines. He's always moving, always running. His defensive work is great. He's got it all, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do next season. One thing I'm not sure about is where he will play. Will it be right wing back? Will it be the right-sided number 10? It's got to be one of those two. And for me, probably his best games have been as a right-sided wing back. In a 10, I think it limits him a little bit. He's good when he's running with the ball, so I like him in the wing back position. But for this season, I'm going to give him a 7 because he he was really good. I think he picked up a little injury and that stopped him a little bit, but when he played, he was really, really good. Looking forward to next season. So 7 out of 10. Okay, Joshua Zirkzee, he played 49 games, 22 starts, 7 goals, 2 assists, 16 tackles, 10 interceptions, 19 key passes. Okay, Zirkzee, I'm just going to get into it. Newcastle 2-0 up at Old Trafford very quickly. Josh gets hooked off and the boos, the crowd was fucking disgusting. If any of you watching this were at that game, I doubt it, but if any of you ever come across this, shame on you. This young kid comes to this team, he tries his best, had a bad game, sure. Everything just sort of bounced off me. People have these games, people have them all the time. But to get that sort of treatment off your own fans the first time you have a stinker, that was terrible. That is unacceptable. It should never happen again. Thankfully, it didn't break him. He put his head down, he trained hard, and he came back. And he came back with a point to prove. And he proved it. He proved he's good enough. And I think he'll get even better. We need to support him. We need to support all our players. Starts. He's not like talking about the club behind his back. He's not giving interviews about the club. He's trying his hardest. So we need to support that. Every one of you need to support that. Now for this boy, he's got giant of a man. I don't really know where he's going to be. He's going to be a 10. He might play as a 9 now and again, but I think most of the time, maybe a false 9, but most of the time 10, false 9, something like that. I get Berbatov vibes off him. I think he's technically that good, and I think he'll become a really, really, really top striker or attacker. So we need to stick with him. We need to just give him a bit of time. Saying that, this season, so-so for his first season in Premier League at Manchester United in a bad team, I'm going to give him 5 out of 10. Can improve, should improve, I think will improve. So let's look forward to next season. So Rasmus Hojlund. Appearances 52, starts 38, goals 10, assists 2, shots 58, shots on target 25. From the Premier League he had 4 goals from 32 appearances. That's not great. So Rasmus Hojlund, what can I say about the guy? On one hand, I feel sorry for him. He's a young boy, he's came to Manchester United, he was given the number 9 shirt, he was thrown in at the deep end. He has no senior players to look up to, no senior strikers, should I say, to look up to. Who's he got? Rashford. Why would anyone look up to that little rat? So yeah, I feel sorry for him in that regard. His first season he wasn't too bad. You thought, this is a good start, he can get better, he can bounce on. But no, second season, I don't know why he just stopped trying to play football and started wrestling with defenders all the time. He just needs to find a bit of space, someone pass the ball to him, take a touch, lay it off, then run into space. He gave him his start. Simple as that. Just keep it simple. But no, he's too busy fighting with the defenders and just forgets all about the game, forgets all about the ball, forgets all about his teammates, his club. But one thing I do like about him, this boy, he's got it all. I mean, he tries, he runs around, he works hard. I do like players that work hard. I'm on the fence. I don't know whether we should get rid of him or give him another season. Get a striker in, someone who can start ahead of him, someone the boy can learn from. Just, he needs a rest. He needs the pressure taken off him. So given everything I said, I'm going to give him a 4 because he is always available, he is always fit, he does work his arse off, even if he doesn't really do much. He doesn't win his duels. His passing's atrocious. He never brings people into play. He needs to work on his entire bloody game. It's terrible. But, maybe Amram can work magic. Who knows?